Josh, we all know about Clemson's defensive line. Maybe you don't have the name players they had a year ago, but obviously Clemson's defensive line is very good. What's the challenge? How much you guys looking forward to that challenge?
Yeah, their challenge, the challenge is going to be, obviously a great one. Their defense is very good. They did lose a lot of guys, but they kind of just reloaded, to be honest with you. So they're very good up front. Their linebackers are really good downhill, hit hard. So it's going to be definitely a heavy hitter type of game, and it's going to be a challenge for us.
And for you, they are known. Brent Venables is known as a great defensive coordinator. They do a lot of different looks. For you as a center in particular, being able to identify, make the right call, how much pressure does that put on you?
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on me. He does, from the film I've seen, they've ran a ton of different looks, a ton of different blitzes, and I'm going to have to be prepared for all of it. So I've already started that process and watched quite a bit of film. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on me, but to be honest with you, they're all looks that I've seen before, and there hasn't been a whole lot that we haven't seen this season. We've had so much stuff thrown at us, which is beneficial.
Do you have to kind of develop your own game plan on it? Make your own notes so you feel like you're mentally prepared for that
Yeah,
kind of thing?
yeah. I always do. I always I like to kind of watch film by myself every now and then and just kind of like get really, really detailed with it and what I'm looking for, and little things I can pick up, little tendencies, anything I can see in their defense. That's something I do pretty much every game, and it's nice to have more time to be able to do that for this one.
Do you have spreadsheets?
Not spreadsheets, but I have a lot of notes. A lot of notes.
What do you make of the phrase "defense wins championships"?
It's true. Defense does win championships. If you have a good defense, it can be a game changer if they can get off the field quickly. But I also think good defense is good offense at the same time. I know it sounds confusing, but if a defense goes 3 and out, gets off the field, and then the offense has a 6-minute drive and runs all the way down the field and gives the defense a break, that defense is much more likely to succeed again the next time around. You know what I mean? So it goes hand in hand, but defense definitely does win championships.
Do you think this team goes as far as the offensive line takes it?
I think so. Just like you said, I think our defense is very good. Our defensive line is very good. So they're going to get off the field at points, and the better we do, I think the better they are.
Do you think that could be extra true, though, in this game when both teams have great quarterbacks, great receivers, great skill guys, good defenses? That really maybe that could be a place where you guys could take control of the game?
Yeah, I certainly hope so. I would definitely say talent is equated on this one. They're a very, very good football team. So, yeah, I think the way our offensive line plays will be huge in the outcome of this game.
Josh, you guys have started slow here. Few of the games, 21-7 at halftime against Wisconsin. Do you dare allow anything like that to happen again? Because Clemson's so explosive, it could be 14 or 21-0 at the blink of an eye. What do you do to start a game better than you have some of these most recent games?
Yeah, we did start slow versus Wisconsin. They had a really good game plan and obviously a very good team. And I think just coming out firing on all cylinders is going to be huge. No mistakes, no little penalties, and then to be honest with you, we were moving the ball on Wisconsin. We just weren't finishing the drives. We just had things that were killing our drives, and we can't do that in big games. So I think eliminating those things will be the biggest thing for us.
You said there aren't a lot of things you haven't seen yet, but did that Wisconsin game, especially the first half, did it show you anything you hadn't seen? Either volume that they were bringing or the trouble that you guys had?
Yeah, it was. To be honest with you, in the Wisconsin game, it was just the sheer numbers that they were bringing. They were, for one, they were blitzing a lot, like almost every play, and then they were bringing a lot of people. They were loading it up on us and bringing quite a few people.
What did you guys learn from that experience, or what adjustments did you feel like you made to get
Yeah. It's tough to pick certain blitzes up when teams are bringing that many blitzes and that many people. I think just kind of gritting our teeth and being able to run the ball there, especially in the fourth quarter. We had like a 6-minute drive that was huge. I think being able to just kind of grit our teeth and get those first downs one right after another running the ball was huge, and it kind of slows defenses down when they're blitzing like that.
Sean Wade said something interesting. He said that Jeff Hafley had a position group meeting where he told his players what his dreams were and had them admit what their dreams were to him. Does Coach Stud, maybe not that exact discussion, but does Coach Stud open up like that as a person to you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. During the season, we don't really do that just because, we're so busy in the grind of day to day. We have so much film to watch and so many things to cover that we don't really have time a whole lot during the season to do that. But like in camp, we spend actually quite a bit of time on stuff like that. We set goals for ourselves individually, collectively as a unit, as a team, and then we all talk about it, and that's something that we do a lot in preseason.
I think what impressed me more than that they were discussing goals was the fact that he'd opened up personally about what his life ambitions were, not just as a coach, but as a man and a father and a professional.
Right.
Is Stud that open, or is he easier to see as an offensive line coach than as a human being who happens to be a coach?
Right. Yeah. I mean, he does open up to us and say his own personal goals and dreams and stuff. But I think in large part, he's probably accomplished a lot of those things. To be honest with you, I mean, I think he's super family oriented, and I know he loves his family so much, and Mrs. Stud and their kids. So, to be honest, I think that's most of his dreams is his family. Outside of football, at least, I think, for a guy like Coach Stud, football and family is really all he needs, and that's pretty much the extent of his dreams. And we talk about ours outside of football as well, and that's something we usually don't do that in preseason, but we do that in the summer. We have like our 5-year plan and our 10-year plan that we work on, and then we talk about it. So that's something that we all do. Yeah.
So what's your 5 and 10-year plan?
Like
thumbnail version
of mine?
Yeah.
So like 5-year plan for me. I'm a social work major, so I want to obviously graduate with a social work degree. My dreams are to play in the NFL for as long as I can. That's my dreams. And that's pretty much my 5-year, and then 10-year. I start wife, kids. Probably, hopefully, still playing in the NFL. That's the dream. But if not, being the best social worker I can be.
Accumulate wealth and move on.
No.
Hey,
Provide for my family and move on.
Yeah. I need some fresh video on this, but I asked you about this earlier in the year. But Jonah Jackson, what do you think is going? What do you think he's thinking about every day compared to this time a year ago? I mean, where he came from, they never went to a bowl game, the struggles they had to just win 1 game a year or 2 games a year. But has he expressed any of that to you guys? And just the thoughts he might be having?
Yeah, it's been a while. We don't really talk about it in depth, but he will say like when we beat Penn State, like after that game, like we were just in the locker room, getting ready to leave, and he just kind of looked at me and was like, that's the first time I've ever beat them in my entire career. Yeah. Just stuff like that. I think he's got to be as happy as he can be about how everything's going. I mean, he's doing so good too. He's so good.
Are you surprised you 3 guys, especially on the inside, gelled as well as y'all did? I mean, he said he wasn't because it's talented guys.
Yeah.
A lot of times you think it takes 2 or 3 years for a group to really come together, but you guys did it in off season.
I think that's all in a tribute. I think me and Wyatt were already gelled like that. I mean, we'd spent all of last season together. So I think we were already kind of gelled like that. And then, I think that's just in a tribute to who Jonah is as a person and how he handles himself, and how well he did coming in here. It's a hard thing to do what he did. And just the way he carried himself throughout that whole process, and how professional he was, and we all love him so much.
Yeah.
So just everything he's done, his whole process has been next to perfect.
And one other quickie, I mean, when you really watch Clemson, I've watched Clemson a lot. They really like to attack the A-gap area, because they figure flush your quarterback and good things are going to happen. Now,
Right.
Get him on the move and stuff. Does that show up on video with them? And just, I don't know, how much does that more pique your interest about what your challenge is on?
Yeah, it's definitely something that I've noticed. while watching film, and it's something that I'll go into extremely great detail watching and making sure that I'm prepared for, because that'll definitely be a big part of the game.
Great. Josh, thank you very much.
Josh,
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live, we've got the practice report, we got rapid reaction. Hey, and we got Buckeye IQ with Zach Bourne.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.